Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. Today we have some seismic news that could seriously shape the future of the Chicago Bears and the NFC North as a whole. It's not every day that we see a blockbuster trade like this, and this time it involves none other than the Kansas City Chiefs and their star running back, Isiah Pacheco. That's right, reports are circling that Pacheco could be heading to the Windy City, and let me tell you, this could be a game changer for the Bears. So let's break down what's happening, what it means for both teams, and how this could influence the division and the NFL landscape as a whole. First, let's set the stage. The Kansas City Chiefs, reigning Super Bowl champions, are entering Week 2 of the NFL season in a bit of a tricky spot. Coming off a tough loss to the Los Angeles Chargers in Week 1, Patrick Mahomes and his squad are now looking to bounce back and avoid falling into an early hole. The Chiefs are known for their explosive offense, but it was evident in that opener that they have some areas to improve, particularly in the receiving core. Their wide receiver room, which was supposed to be a strength, struggled to create separation and make big plays when it mattered most. That led to some frustrating moments for Mahomes, who's used to having a more dynamic and consistent group of pass catchers. Now, this is where the story gets interesting. The Chiefs are actively looking to upgrade their offense, and one of the most talked about strategies right now is making a trade to bring in a top-tier wide receiver or some additional offensive talent. But it's not just about adding firepower to the passing game. The Chiefs are also mindful of their running game, which didn't quite hit the heights they're used to last season. That's where Isiah Pacheco comes into the picture. Pacheco, who has been a reliable and energetic runner for Kansas City, is reportedly in trade discussions. And if those discussions open up, the Chicago Bears should be front and center, showing a ton of interest. Now, why would the Bears be so interested in Pacheco? Well, if you've been paying attention to the Bears' first game against the Minnesota Vikings, you know that their ground game is a major area of concern. Caleb Williams, the highly touted rookie quarterback, is still developing, but he's going to need a solid running game to truly thrive. The Bears' current rushing attack is lacking a true, consistent workhorse back. DeAndre Swift showed flashes as a receiver out of the backfield, but the ground game itself didn't really get going. Kyle Monangai didn't get a single rushing attempt, which speaks volumes about the lack of a clear lead back. This is where Pacheco fits perfectly. He's a tough, downhill runner with a good blend of power and agility. His rushing style would mesh well with the Bears' offensive scheme, especially under first-year head coach Ben Johnson, who's known for his innovative offensive schemes. Having a player like Pacheco in the backfield would give Caleb Williams another reliable option, helping him get comfortable in his first real NFL season and allowing the Bears to establish a more balanced attack. That, in turn, would open up more options for them on offense, making them less predictable and more dangerous. And here's the kicker. There's a strong connection between the Bears' coaching staff and the Chiefs' organization that could facilitate this trade. Eric Bieniemy, who is now the Bears' offensive coordinator, was previously the Chiefs' offensive coordinator. During their time together in Kansas City, Bieniemy and Pacheco developed a good rapport. Having that familiarity could make the negotiation process smoother, and it could help Pacheco adapt quickly to his new team. The Bears' running back coach, also having ties to the Chiefs' offensive staff, could play a key role in integrating Pacheco into the offense seamlessly. But what about the Chiefs? What would they get in return? Well, the main target for Kansas City could be a wide receiver like DJ Moore. The Chiefs have been looking to bolster their receiving core for some time, especially after the struggles in Week 1. Moore, with his ability to make contested catches and stretch the field, would be a perfect fit to give Mahomes another reliable weapon. Alternatively, the Chiefs could opt for draft capital, maybe a couple of future picks, which they could use in other trades or to draft for the future. Either way, this trade benefits both sides. The Chiefs get the offensive upgrade they want, and the Bears get a much-needed boost in their ground game. Now, Think about what this means for the Bears' season. They're still very much in the rebuilding phase, but a trade like this signals serious intent to turn things around quickly. Adding Pacheco would give Caleb Williams the support he needs to develop into the franchise quarterback the Bears hope he can be. It would also send a message to the division that Chicago is serious about competing, about establishing a balanced and potent offense that can challenge the NFC North's powerhouses. Plus, with the Bears having a new coaching staff and a fresh approach, integrating a player like Pacheco would be a statement of their commitment to building a competitive team from the ground up. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential move could shake up the NFC North. The Lions, who have been one of the division's rising teams, might have to adjust their game plan if the Bears suddenly become more explosive on offense. The Vikings, who have struggled with consistency, might find it even harder to keep pace if the Bears improve their running game and offensive production. And the Packers, still in a rebuilding phase, will have to contend with a more balanced Bears offense if this trade materializes. It's all about adding pieces that elevate the team's overall competitiveness, and Pacheco's arrival could be just that. Of course, this is all speculative at this point, but the signs point to a real possibility. The NFL is always full of surprises, and trades like these can happen quickly once the right negotiations are in place. The Bears' front office has shown that they're willing to be aggressive in their pursuit of building a winning team, and acquiring a player like Pacheco would fit perfectly into that strategy. His style of play, his energy, and his ability to impact both the run and the pass game make him a valuable asset, especially as the Bears look to develop their young quarterback and establish a more formidable offense. The Chiefs, on the other hand, are in a bit of a tricky spot. They want to stay competitive and push for another Super Bowl run, but they also recognize that they need to adapt and improve to keep up with the evolving league. A trade involving Pacheco could be part of a broader plan to refresh their roster, either by acquiring a top wide receiver like DJ Moore or by getting draft picks for future use. It's a chess game, and both teams are trying to position themselves optimally for the season ahead. So, fans, keep your eyes peeled. This situation is developing, and we could see a major move in the coming days. The NFL offseason, as you know, is filled with surprises, and this could be one of the biggest for the Chicago Bears in recent memory. It's a move that could accelerate their rebuilding process, help Caleb Williams polish his skills, and finally give the Bears the balanced offensive attack they've been craving. But remember, nothing is set in stone yet. We're just speculating based on the latest rumors and the strategic needs of both teams. Still, the potential of Pacheco wearing the navy and orange is exciting, and it's something every Bears fan should be watching closely. The division is heating up, and with moves like this, the landscape of the NFC North could look very different by the end of the season. So, what do you think? Do you believe this trade will happen? And if it does, how do you see it impacting the Bears' season? I want to hear your thoughts, so drop your comments below and let's get the conversation going. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. This team is on the rise, and with moves like this potentially happening, the future looks brighter than ever. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, let's keep the passion alive for our beloved Bears.